Okay, I know you got a cold and you're not feeling so great, but let's try this, okay? Can you explain to me how explain to me first, what are the three classes in a society, and how does a society transform from a civilian government to a military government? First, let's start with what are the three classes?
The three classes are the, the, the political class,
Mm-hmm.
the Praetorian class,
Yes.
and the economic class.
Okay. And what are the political class?
The king and the dukes. The king and
Well,
the dukes.
no, that's for a monarchy. Now, a political class could be in any kind of government, right?
Right. The
So,
king or a president.
so the rulers.
Yeah.
Okay, and what are the Praetorian class?
The soldiers and the knights.
And police?
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the economic class?
The people.
Everyone else.
Yeah.
Okay. And so how does a civilian government become transformed into a military government?
Well, the people start to get more angrier and start resisting. So
Yeah.
they have to make the army more big. They have to make the Praetorian class more bigger and larger.
So that they can control the economic class?
Yes.
Okay.
Before it starts struggling its way out.
Okay, so eventually the Praetorian class, what happens to the Praetorian class eventually?
It usually just gets too big,
It gets too big.
and it resists to it resists its master.
The political class.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Seizes power
yes.
from the political class.
Yes. And then the Praetorian class gets up above. And so there's only two classes. The military class and the economic class.
The Praetorian and the economic class. So the Praetorian class eventually rises up and takes control from the political class. Can you give me an example? Say Rome.
Yeah.
Okay, Rome was a democratic republic, and then what happened?
It turned into an empire.
It turned into an empire. And who did that?
Julius Caesar.
Caesar did that. And was Caesar part of the political class?
No.
What class was Caesar from?
The Praetorian class.
Why?
It's because he fought in war. It's because he fought in wars. He wasn't the economic class or the political class. He was in between those both.
Which is
The Praetorian class.
so Caesar was part of the Praetorian class, and he seized power from
the political class.
Okay. At which point Rome became an empire. And so at that point, was Rome a civilian government?
No.
What did Rome become?
A fascist government.
It became a military government.
Yes, a fascist government is a military government.
Aha. So fascism is a kind of military government.
Every military government is a fascist government.
Well, some military governments are similar to a fascist government. They're what? There's like communism and totalitarianism and stuff like that, but they're all essentially fascist, right?
Right.
And why? Because they're controlled by the military, right?
Right. Not the people.
Not the people. What's the best kind of government?
Well, better than a fascist government is democracy. And better than democracy is a democratic republic, like Rome used to be.
Aha. Well, thank you for explaining that to me.